Welcome back to Bourbon Social's Whiskey Reviews. I'm your host, James from Bourbon Social. In today's video, I will be reviewing this bottle of Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof Rye. As always, before I begin the review, please hit that like button and make sure you subscribe to the Bourbon Social YouTube channel and help me reach my goal of 100 subscribers for the month of March. I would also like to take a moment to thank my buddy Jeff, who goes by Batch 2 Bourbon, for not only sending me this bottle, but for also sending me a bunch of handshakes to sample as well. I cannot express enough how much I appreciate the generosity of the entire Bourbon Social community. So thank you again, Jeff. I am excited to finally open this. But before I do, let me give you a few stats on this bottle. If you followed along with my Rye Madness tournament, you know that I am a sucker for a good high-proof rye, and this barrel-proof bad boy is coming in at 129.8 proof. This brown form and expression is distilled at the Jack Daniel's Distillery in Lynchburg, Tennessee. This whiskey is comprised of Jack Daniel's signature rye mash bill, consisting of 70% rye, 18% corn, and 12% malted barley. These bottles are non-age stated, but are believed to be between 5 to 7 years old, depending upon the barrel. Now that's all I have as far as stats, so let's get into the review. I'm excited to finally open this, so let's do it. Pull off this annoying plastic. Set this over here. Put this back right in the front. Remember that old game we used to play, Rate That Pop? Rate That Pop! That was it was decent. Not terrible. I'd give it a 2.5, maybe a 3. Give ourselves a little pour. Oh yeah, look at that dark color on there. That is dark. Almost like a rich mahogany color. Bring that a little closer. Instead of swirling the glass like I've done in the past, I've read that this is the proper way to do it. You turn it over, only so that it doesn't pour out. Give it a couple of spins this way so that the liquid adheres to the glass. That way when you go to put it to your nose, those legs, they're on the glass and you can get a better note of aroma, flavor. We'll see if there's a difference. On the nose, I am immediately picking up big notes of oak and char. You can tell this is high proof as soon as you bring it up to your nose. Wow. In addition to those dark wood notes, the rye spice is unavoidable. But it's not your traditional herbal or floral rye notes. This has like deep, dark baking spices on the nose. It's so bold. I'm also getting a very mild, sweet vanilla cream note. The complexity on this nose is phenomenal. I don't think I've ever smelled another rye with this much complexity on the nose. It's really unbelievable. It just keeps going. I'm picking up a note of leather on the nose too. I mean, if this thing tastes as good as it smells, I am in for a big treat. So, let's go in for our first sip. Cheers, everybody. Whoa. Whoa. Mind you, it's 11 a.m. I just brushed my teeth about 20 minutes ago. I haven't eaten yet. So I'm having rye for breakfast. And let me tell you, holy shit. That is an unbelievable pour. That is a long, warm finish that just seems to last forever. I didn't really pick up much flavor on that first sip because it was just so much going on. I mean, the hug, it's right out my tongue. Let's have another sip and we'll really kind of like explore the different notes, the different flavors. We'll see what we get. I'm blown away by this pour. I said the viscosity on the tongue, that long, warm finish, that hug that seems to be never ending. This might be one of the best ryes that I've ever tried. I went through the entire Rye Madness tournament. If this was in there, this may have definitely won. This is so good. Let me have another sip because there's just so much going on right now. I really need to process this. What I can tell you is that a lot of those notes that came off on the nose are coming through on the palate. Big notes of oak and char. That is the predominant profile. Those deep, dark baking spices come through. This is not your traditional rye. There is no herbalness. There's no fruitiness. There's no mintiness to this rye. The only rye spice that you're getting is dark, rich baking spices. So those dark, rich baking spices, that dark charred oak, those notes of leather. It's just dark and bold and complex, and that thick viscosity on the tongue. Let's have another sip because this is too good. For 129.8 proof, almost 130 proof, this does not drink hot at all. That's why I love these high proof ryes. The higher proof they are, just the better they taste, and they're not hot, they don't burn. They just have a nice flavor profile, a nice warm hug, a beautiful finish, a great mouthfeel. Let's have our last sip of this. This was a great pour. This is going to be a bottle that I will cherish. Thank you again, Jeff. This is so good. Cheers, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this review. This is my first in the Bourbon Social Whiskey Reviews series. We'll see how it goes. We'll edit it down. I hope you enjoyed it. Stick around for the next one. Cheers, everybody. Rye for breakfast. Sure. We'll have a little more. There's so much going on in this glass. For $70, I highly recommend these Jack Daniel's single barrel proof ryes. They're so good. They are so flavorful. They're affordable. If you can find this, I would definitely recommend picking one up. Cheers again. Thank you, Jeff. Thanks for the Bourbon Social community. As always, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the Bourbon Social YouTube channel. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think of this video. If you have this bottle of Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye, let me know which one you have, the proof on it, what you think of the flavor. Cheers, y'all. Thanks for watching. So good. So good.